Hello everyone, today we are making a tank out of cardboard. If you get your instructions and just cut around all the solid lines, make sure to stay relatively within the lines and don't cut the dotted lines, those are for folding. Make sure you pay attention to which ones say cut 1 and cut 2. With the tracks, the stars line up and you need to stick 2 together. Once you've got all your pieces cut out, all you need to do is lay them out on the cardboard. Corrugated cardboard is best, but I can imagine thin cardboard would work. So any cardboard box, just draw around the lines. The measurements are also on the pattern pieces, so if it's easier to use a ruler to draw along those lines, then go ahead. Make sure to mark your folded lines and cut everything out. Be careful cutting on cardboard. Make sure you ask a grown-up for help. Once all of your cardboard pieces are cut, the next step is to make the tracks. So take your 2 long, thin track pieces and we just need to peel the top layer of cardboard off. The trick that I found is to lay a layer of tape over the whole track to make the top layer come off in one piece. So what we're doing is peeling off the top layer of the corrugated cardboard to leave the waves underneath. It is a little bit tricky and there will be little bits left behind, but that's okay because we can get back to those later. Using a sharp pencil helps to get in between the nooks and crannies to get all that paper off. We need to do that on both sides. Like I said, it's a little bit difficult sometimes, but that's okay. We only need to do this with the 2 track pieces and then the gun end piece. Now, when it comes to constructing, use your pencil and a ruler to score the fold lines. Fold these fold lines. And use whatever you're using. I used hot glue for the purposes of this video, but hot glue can be a little bit temperamental and quite dangerous, so you can use PVA, you can use tape, paper tape like masking tape or washi tape would be good. The main body, just attach the 2 seams together, the 2 ends, and then with the treads we're doing the same thing. attach the two ends of the track together. Pop the track inner piece inside there so that it's right in the centre of the track. And then you can glue the inside as well. Once that's done, then we move on to the next track. This one I've done a bit differently, so just find the technique that works for you. This time I add glue to the track and add the track inner into the centre before I make the track an oval. Then I add glue to the centre of the track and wrap it around. And then I do the same with the other side. Brilliant. And we've got the two tracks completed. You get your main body piece. And we need to attach these together. Now, as you can see, my main body isn't necessarily behaving very well, so you can always add an extra bit of cardboard along the base to really reinforce that seam. I'm adding glue right along the outer edge. Squeezing it into the correct shape, that trapezoid shape, and then placing my tread. And then repeating the same on the other side. Brilliant, and that's the main part of the tank done. Now on this piece, we're going to do what we did before. On the marked lines, we're going to score. I've also marked the gun point. Now on the pattern pieces, there are symbols, and these just need matching up. And then repeat the process on the other side to build this trapezoid shape. Once that's completed, we need to poke our pencil through to make a hole, which is where the gun will sit. Set that aside and get your gun pattern piece. Now we're using this paper. I find it easier to wrap around a pencil. And just roll it up to make a nice tight cylinder. Now to secure this, sellotape is probably the best option, but I'm using my hot glue. Be really careful if you are using hot glue because this bit is very fiddly. Now to combine the two, once that's dry, I'm going to put some glue in the hole, but it probably doesn't need it, and I'm going to squeeze that into there. If you need to make your hole a little bit bigger, just pop your pencil in and rub it around a bit. Now roll up the gun end piece, just to give it some curve. I did it the wrong way first. So you want the corrugated bit on the inside. And then add some glue. Just get your tape ready and wrap that around the end of the gun. And just finish that off with a little bit more glue or some tape. Right, now we've got that finished, we're just going to add a tiny bit more glue on the top and pop that circle piece on top of there. Now all that's left is to combine the two pieces, the main body and the top. Add some glue. I have made one of these with sellotape, so I do know it works. And voila! There you go. Finished cardboard tank. And a huge thank you to the National Lottery and the Heritage Grant that we've been given, who've made this video possible.